sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Tonight, the second of our two divisional games on this Saturday. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go from NRG Stadium. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
The shotgun, it's A-Rod. Metcalf, left side, he's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Warren. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. They'll run it for the first time with Cordero Patterson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Steeler first down.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Here's Warren. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. It is Aziz Al-Shire with the stop.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 7. Rogers. A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
The kick is good. That's the score. Steelers 7, Texans 0.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35.
35-yard line.
Here we go. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
All right.
Stroud to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. Nearly a good one. And hit at the 6, but continues in the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And he will go all the way. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus, there's a different clarity, there's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Delayed at the 36-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 9.
On the quick, right?
Now, Stroud. That's complete. It's taped down. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's his first grab in this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
All right. Swap. Mother swap. Eleven.
Back to throw. Stroud. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Incomplete.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Wow, what's that? 118. What's that?
Here's the Florida Gator, Dameon Pierce. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. To throw is Stroud. That is incomplete. How they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the carry, it's Patterson. Heeling forward for maybe a yard. Big Sheldon Rankins in there for the stop. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
So if this was an NBA game, like we call that a heat check. He wasn't even open, but you know what? With the success that they've had all game so far, he's just saying, you know what? Everything we do is coming up right. I'm just going to give my guy a shot. And this time the defense had him covered, but expect him to continue to look his way. He's had a monster day.
26. Jump out.
On third down, Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Pittsburgh.
58.
On the ground, this is Warren. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
There hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
From the gun, Rodgers. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to be third down. Here's Rodgers. Pushed out to his left. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, you're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
One quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoffs. It's the Steelers with the early lead. More from Houston coming up in a moment. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9. Strap, gonna set up to throw. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They do indeed snap as they'll try and throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here comes a toss right. Here comes Johnson. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. It is Aziz Al-Shire with the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 6. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. That's a Steeler 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
Over. That is. Look at the 8.
They'll run. Johnson. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. They gain a 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, right back to Johnson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
This play here, Mike, is